Geese 4x4, home of Blue Bob, and all of your excursion-related tips and tricks. Today, we are going to be boat-siding Blue Bob. So it is going to be boat-sided, it is going to be bobbed, and it's also blue, and it's also bob. Man, 3 or 4 bobs, this thing is getting pretty bobby. So without further ado, let's get you right to that video. But first, don't forget to hit this little button. It looks like this down there. It's a little thumb. Kind of give it a little wiggle. Give it a little hit. Let's get rolling. Alright, well, we snuck that in yesterday, and I had to go down and do some theater stuff, but I wanted to show you guys where we were at. We cut off the rocker on this side of the truck. Don't worry, there was rust in it. Just kidding. It was West Coast rust. There actually was some rust in it. And it makes me worried about the white truck a little bit, so I had to figure out something, make sure that I'm washing that and stuff like that. It's really dirty right now. I'm not doing well. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys this. Hop into the video here. Let's go. So I cut it, and the white truck's in here, so I apologize. So I cut it all the way back into the fender. We're going to cut this around. Hang on. Let me turn the camera around so I can actually see what I'm pointing you at. All right, much better. Okay, so yeah, we're going to run this. We'll run that all the way around. We'll probably follow this line and come down to there. And yeah. That's rocker is gone. So it'll be 2x4, 3/16 wall square tubing that comes out, and then we're gonna cut the doors too. So we'll cut the door right. This is where the seal lines up, and so we'll cut the door down here and flat plate the bottom of it. And we didn't get into the fender. The fender's gonna be an interesting thing. But we finished cutting like right here. So yeah, that's where we ended on this side. Now I am going to start it up, turn it around, and Rugged Fabworks come back over. We're gonna work on the passenger side and see if we can't get that side the same spot. We didn't take the doors off. I don't really want to take the doors off because I don't want to line them back up. I'm sure that'd be the right way to do it, but essentially that means is that we won't be able to actually put this 2x4, it's on the ground here, in until we cut the doors. So Yeah, we have some work to do on this. This is going to take some time. I think I'm going to do like 1/8" plate and maybe even boat side the bottom of the door a little bit. And there's no structure there, so there's no real reason to do really thick stuff, but I figured 1/8" might take a little bit of impact. What do you guys think? Because this video is going to come out before we get done. Should I even do anything thicker on that, or should I just run sheet metal? Yeah, I was thinking 1/8" plate. Let me know. Let me know what you think. And if you got some scraps of that are similar size, the sheets of steel are really expensive. That square tube was really expensive. But we'll get there. We'll get there at some point. Yeah, this is everything that came out of that left rocker. So, yeah, it was falling apart from the inside out. All right, we are set up to do the passenger side. I'm going to show you guys what we did. Got Rugged Fab Works here. And here's what we did. So we took, and we took this line, essentially, we set a piece of wood here, and we drew this line. And then we took and measured and ran around the corner. And then set the piece of wood across the 2 door jambs, got the center. It's gonna be right below, I drop this groove here, and then up to the front. Just gonna go in there about as far as the plasma cutter will go. Do the same thing on the other side. We haven't gotten into the fender yet because there's a mount. That bar right there is the mount for the fender, and so we have to do a little bit of work on the fender to make it work. We figured we would, not a big deal. The back fender doesn't matter because we're gonna cut. We know we're gonna cut the inside of it out. So anyway, that's how we're cutting the rockers on this guy. Ready to get to work? Yeah. You saw us cut the back of this thing underneath, and then we have to actually open it up because you can't get a plasma cutter or a grinder. You probably get a Sawzall in on the back. We have a plasma cutter, so we just opened this rocker up a little bit. And we are going along and finding the spots we can see on this side, bending it down a little bit, and either popping them through or hitting them with the plasma again. And or not again, but actually like going over spaces, because there are spots you can't get to because of the braces. So anyway, that is what you're watching us do. Also, if you caught in there, yeah, I did catch my glove on a grinding disc and it exploded. Luckily, gloves took everything, and my hand is good. So wear your protection when you're using grinding stuff, guys. Grinding wheels are legit. My buddy off pavement just got smacked in the face by one and it messed him up. So I'm thinking about getting a mask, a shield. I hate wearing shields, but my face is too pretty to mess up. I mean, geez, my mom says so. Anyway, let's get back to work. Timber! She's down. Got the money shot, guys. We were just saying, we're getting better at this thing. You saw that cool shot. I don't know. What do you think? Pat on the back for me. I think it was cool. If you hated it, go watch somebody else's video. I don't know. Anyway, got the passenger side rocker on the ground. Yeah, there's rust. West Coast truck, all its life. So check your stuff, man. The inside of these rockers, not good. Especially the rear door area. Well, it's upside down, but that used to be here. Let's see if the window still goes down okay and has room. I took this door card off to look at. All right. Where's the window? Yeah. We're great. There's like a bash bar in this, so we won't cut above that. We might bring this up to right below that little bash bar thing inside the door. That's where the window goes down to. So, sweet. All right, ground clearance gains. This is without the actual rock slider. So this will be minus 2 inches, but 24 and a half, and then that is right at like 19 and a half, the other door. So we gained 5 inches by both sides of this thing. We're gonna put back 2 of that. So we gained 3 inches. Well, this pile of metal gets you 5 inches of free lift. If you cut the rockers out behind it. Well, the whole thing is boat-sided, and we are ready pretty much to install the 2x4 square tube for the rock sliders. That's all going to be under the door. We're actually going to have to add to it, I think about 8 inches wide, actually, to get outside of the door and protect the door a little bit. But yeah, let me show you some footage of what we got and what we cut. Who'd have thought? This pile right here is what I cut in the last 2 hours. Came off, both sides are done, and yeah, 5 inches of lift, pretty much, from where it was. So pretty darn cool. You can actually see the frame and stuff down there now, so you can see the extended shackle and stuff. We will be yeah, this is cool. Might be time to go to scrap metal place, throw some of this away soon. Well, how about that for a video? I think I did a pretty good job. I was excited about some of the shots I was able to get. Special shout out to Rugged Fab Works, my buddy who came. It's so much easier to get film for you guys when I have some help. This is really exciting to have the doors cut, have the rockers out of here, and really just be scoping and focusing in on building our rock sliders. I think I'm just going to cap the doors. I know I said a couple different things in the video, but the way that this door goes into the door jamb, I'd really have to rework this outside of the door if we wanted to bring it crossways in like that, and I don't think it's necessary. There's no strain to that door, so it doesn't really add anything, and the rock slider is going to stick out underneath it, so I think that's going to work just fine. I think I'm even going to use just 16 gauge. This is actually like a 17 gauge sheet metal on the outside of this door. So I think I'm just going to use 16 gauge to cap the bottom of it, and unless one of you guys tells me that that's a really dumb move. But yeah, that's the goal here. That's what we're going to do, and I really appreciate you watching, especially if you made it to this part. I know some of my videos been hard to watch. I've been trying to get better, guys, but I really appreciate all of the support. And if you did get something good out of this video and you're working on an excursion or need any information about an excursion, if you'd hit the subscribe button, that would be awesome. If you didn't, and you didn't like this video and you're still watching, I don't know why you're still watching, and we probably won't see you next time. But if you still like me, then we'll see you guys on the next one.